Martins Esikbali John, Lucky Shaibu, Isa Zekeri, Omobai Frank, Abokau Aliyu, Ayokere Latif, John Eloma, and Ayobami Arabambi. Arabambi is the factional publicity secretary of the Labour Party, and he has been quite vocal with a lot of proceedings with the Labour Party. So I would say today the judge, after listening to arguments from the parties, granted the order for a stay of execution pending the determination of the appeal filed by the defendants. So you do know that on April 5, Muazu issued an interim injunction stopping Messrs. Abure, Ibrahim Ojukwu, and Ms. Okpara from parading themselves. Well, that order has been listed. So that's one topic we're considering today as a hot topic on the evening rush. All right. We also have this particular story that actually came up today, this evening. EFCC chairman demanded $2 million bribe from me, Matawali. That's what Matawali is saying. Now, you remember that when the EFCC said they were going to process or investigate some governors, on some outgoing governors, on how they went about some spendings. But Matawali now said, if you know you want to do that, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with you doing that. But please ensure that the vice president as well is investigated while they are leaving. Meaning that all those at the top echelon of the presidency too must be investigated. So you shouldn't isolate the cases you investigate. You shouldn't just pick out some governors of your choice, or some persons just want you to mutilate some governors. You don't just pick them out and say you want to investigate them. Investigate everybody, that will know that you're not being biased. Well, here is what Matawali is saying. Governor of Zamfara State accused the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdurrashid Bawa, of demanding $2 million bribe. He made the allegation amid the growing rift between the governor and the anti-graft agency. And this statement was made on Wednesday. Matawali called for Bawa's resignation, saying he had questions to answer on corruption. However, the EFCC chairman responded that he had nothing to hide and asked Matawali to petition the appropriate authorities if he had any evidence against him. All right, and this was via an interview with the BBC Hausa. Most of these cases that come from Abuja like that, when they come up, it's via the BBC Hausa, so that everyone can actually follow the story. So according to Matawali, he said that if he exits office, people will surely know he is not an honest person. I have evidence against him. Let him vacate office. I am telling you, within 10 seconds, probably more than 200 people will bring evidences of bribe he collected from them. He knows what he requested from me, but I declined. He requested a bribe of $2 million from me, and I have evidence of this. He knows the house we met. He invited me and told me the conditions. He told me governors were going to his office, but I did not. If I don't have evidence, I won't say this. However, the spokesperson of the EFCC, Wilson Uwujaran, Wilson Uwujaran is the spokesperson of the anti-graft agency. The spokesperson of the EFCC said he had not seen the story. So right now, he's not liable to respond to that particular information conveniently. That's what Wilson Uwujaran said. All right. So interestingly too, we also have this particular story where the Labour Party's, the Presidential Election Petition Council, will rule on Monday concerning Labour Party's request for live streaming of proceedings. Justice Haruna Samani led 5-member presidential election petition has reserved ruling till Monday on the application by Peter Obi and the Labour Party for live streaming of the proceedings of the courts. Justice Samani announced this in a statement a moment ago after lawyers to parties adopted their various processes. The lawyer to Obi and LP Awakalu urged the court to grant the application in the interest of the public. Abubakar Mahmood, who is a senior advocate for INEC, Wale Olanipekun for Bola Tinubu, and Kashim Shetima and Adeni Yakintola for the APC, moved their various counter affidavits and prayed the court to reject the application for being without merit and constituting a distraction to the court. I want us to actually listen today at the court, because this was at the court today where some lawyers of the Labour Party as well as the Labour Party as well as the PDP responded to some questions from the press regarding this particular live streaming process. Now, the question is between the constitution, that is, what does the law say about live streaming, and then of course morality, or would I say societal justice, where they say please let us be part of the process. We want to know how neutral, how unbiased the court is, so that we can continue to follow due process, we can continue to follow the process in the court and know that we're not being cheated. That's what a lot of persons are actually asking for. So however, on Monday, that particular case will definitely be heard. However, let's listen to what some of the lawyers are actually saying concerning that particular petition.
Praying for an order of court to allow Nigerians to participate in the proceedings, for the simple reason that this is a matter of mighty public importance. All Nigerians want to know and to follow and to understand what happens in court every single day. So that application has been moved, it's been responded to by all the respondents, and the court has adjourned it for ruling on Monday. Speaking for myself, I don't understand why it's a policy issue. All we are saying is, I'll give you an example of what Nigerians are used to. There is a field of law called negligence. The law of negligence simply arose because a consumer drank a bottle of ginger ale which had decayed smell. That consumer did not see the decayed smell because the bottle was opaque, for which reason you can now take a bottle and see what is inside. That's all Nigerians want to know. We don't want opaqueness. We want transparency. That's why that application was filed. It's been argued, and I don't want to say that whoever is opposing it does not want transparency. One, the issue was resolved by the court without calling on us, which means it was easy to resolve. So I'm not concerned.
Filed by the respondents, 2 by INEC, 3 by the second respondent, that is Tinubu, and 3rd by the 3rd respondent, 2 motions by APC. Today, all those motions have been taken and rulings reserved. We are very happy that these motions have been cleared out of the way so that we can now go into the substance of the case. And we are very happy with the commitment that the court has shown. You can see that we are coming back here tomorrow to continue with this matter. And you can also see the cooperation by counsel on all sides. We are cooperating, and we expect that will help us to expedite a hearing in this matter. The comment you raised, yes, we say so in the court, but we are going to wait for the court to deliver its ruling. We had our reservations why that should be the case, because we believe that as an umpire, that they should not be, here. But we are happy all the motions have been taken. So we await the ruling by the court. And we are going to meet of the applications. They've been heard and judgment has been reserved. So we better await the ruling of the court in respect of each of these applications. Let's not go into that at this point in time. We don't want to preempt the outcome of the exercise. So from tomorrow, you will now be able to wrap up the aspect of the pre-hearing of this matter. Then we can now go into the main hearing of the case. While we were arguing the application of INEC, that we were surprised that INEC left issues relating to the conduct of the election to begin to fight a proxy war for the second respondent, that's Tinubu, because if you look at the processes filed, all they were saying was to strike out the paragraphs where we pleaded issues relating to Tinubu's qualifications. So we said, no, that is not for INEC to do. Tinubu has his own counsel. APC also has their own counsel. The INEC should have been neutral as far as those issues are concerned and restrict itself to the defense of the election it conducted, which it claims that it conducted in a free and fair manner. That's the point we made.
Beside that, in addition to what he's saying, INEC, remember, is called Independent National Electoral Commission. It is supposed to be independent. INEC cannot assume the shoes of a co-contestant as if it contested the election and is now fighting a proxy war like my learned brother Sik has put it. Not only that, these issues they want dismissed are matters embedded in the election petition. Why are you afraid of tackling the petition itself? Why do you want some issues dismissed or struck out instrumentally instead of taking on the entire defense holistically and headlong? So we have adequately traversed everything they have said to say that our petition is valid, is strong, is concrete, is unassailable, and by the grace of God, that it will succeed.
All right, you just listened to some of the lawyers at the election petition tribunal today, and they're talking about the fact that by Monday they'll proceed on the hearing for the live broadcast of the election petition tribunal. It's about 10 days to the inauguration on May 29, and already we have this particular devastating story, especially for Labour Party supporters, that the governor-elect of Abia State, Alex Otti's governorship candidature, or would I say governorship win, has been nullified by a federal high court in Kano. And when that news broke out, a lot of people were wondering what's going on. Why the Labour Party back to back? Like day before yesterday, you had the Lamida Wapa scenario. His cap was stolen. He was booed out of the election petition court. He blamed Peter Obi for all that was transpiring by saying Peter Obi is conniving against him and creating a sense of instability within the Labour Party. Then we also have what transpired today. Alex Otti's candidature, or would I say governorship position, has been nullified. And the court ruled that their emergence was not in, that is the emergence of Alex Otti and, some members, so that is some candidates of the Labour Party in Abia and Kano states' emergence was not in compliance with the provisions of the 2022 Electoral Act. A copy of the judgment was delivered by the court and made available to correspondents today. That's basically when it broke out, and it was quite an unfortunate one. And they say that the party has not complied with the provisions of the Electoral Act, cannot be said to have a candidate in an election, and cannot be declared winner of an election. This being so, the votes credited to the first defendant, that is, the votes credited to the first defendant, who this time around is Alex Otti, is wasted. And if you had listened to the World News at 6, I interviewed Barrister Fred Nzako, where he talked about the fact that Labour Party supporters should not lose sleep over anything. But however, the Labour Party should do something as soon as possible and immediately write for a stay of execution to the courts, because that would not truncate the inauguration of May 29 on Alex Otti. Alex Otti has actually told his supporters not to fear, that the inauguration of May 29 will still transpire, will still take place. So he's saying, do not be afraid. We will still continue what we're supposed to continue. Our work is not over. All right, you guys should not just panic. Everything is just as it ought to be, and everything is just as it ought to go. So that's basically what Alex Otti has said. But will that give people the confidence? A couple of people think that this is a personal vendetta from the opposition party against the Labour Party by most of these issues coming up. These are the hot topics that we're looking at today. Also, another drama transpired earlier today as well. The governorship candidate of Enugu, person of Pitamba, apparently the NYSC certificate that he tendered is said to be false, and the NYSC DG confirmed that that particular certificate is not from them. And everyone is wondering precisely how did that take place? What happened? Is that an NYSC forgery? And one is wondering exactly how did that happen, that that particular case was not let known on time. How is it possible that things commenced this long? He collected his certificate of return, and now the NYSC is now beginning to realize that the NYSC certificate he actually tendered as part of his requirements is fake. All right, so that is what the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Y.D. Ahmed, he said that the discharge certificate being paraded by the Enugu State Governor-elect, Barrister Peter Mbah, was not issued by the body. Brigadier General Ahmed, who was a guest on Arise Television breakfast program on Friday, stated that whether Mbah has a valid NYSC certificate or not does not arise because he has told the PDP candidate in the 2023 governorship elections that what he presented as a certificate was fake. And he went ahead to say, he came to me and I called my director to confirm the certificate, and we discovered that the certificate was fake. And I told him, I wonder how elites who have gone to school will resort to black market certificates. Everyone knows how we issue our certificate in NYSC. We don't give it in hotel rooms or houses, the DG said. Peter Mbah, however, has reportedly filed a case against the NYSC, allegedly claiming 20 billion naira in damages for the injuries he claims has been caused to him by the controversy surrounding his discharge certificate. The controversy surrounding Mbah's discharge certificate blew open in February 2023 when the NYSC, in response to an inquiry by a non-governmental organization, released a letter stating that the certificate submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission was not issued by them. We do know that this is one in many cases anyways. One would say, oh, we are used to this. Our politicians always sell us things like this. But exactly how did Peter Mbah not know that they can actually deduce when a certificate is false and when it is genuine? They have their markings. They know how they check these things from way back then and even now. I'm sure they make updated, silent, unseen signatures on the certificate whereby you will know. And also the codes. There are codes presented on that NYSC certificate, so those codes authenticates that certificate, and if it is forged, you would definitely see there. So exactly, these are the hot topics trending today, and I want to know what your take is. Remember that you're currently listening to the Evening Rush, and this is the Hot Topic Parley right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku. So when you call and you're expecting Precious has commenced on her 2 weeks leave. I'm sure she already told you that she needs to go take care of some family issues as her daddy passed on. So she had already informed you about that. I want to hear from you what your take is concerning these topics today. The Lamidi Akpakpa situation, he appeared in court, and you guys don't have joy. Some people said he came to court today without his cap, possibly, and he went and sat at the back, gingerly, quietly, did not create any nuisance, did not create any drama, did not speak with anyone, and that was peaceful, and then we also had a scenario today whereby the hearing for the live broadcast, the live transmission of the election petition tribunal has been shifted to Monday. That will definitely be heard, and we'll now know what the court has to say. Alex Otti's candidature as a governorship candidate, or rather the certified governor of Abia State, has been nullified, and we do hope that something is done as soon as possible. For now, he has, however, told his supporters to be calm, to not create and to not be panicked. Nothing's going to happen. Everything seems to be in control. These are basically what is the conversation this evening. So I want to know what your take is. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number for you to call. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That is the WhatsApp number to send your message to. And you can also call us on 0700 903 903 903. This is a hot topic, Pali, right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. What is your take? I want to hear from you. This is where you get to talk. We already spoke with a lawyer earlier who told us precisely what that particular case with the Labour Party means. That is the Labour Party's nullification of Abia State as well as some other, and Kano too. The Labour Party candidates of Abia and Kano, their nullification, what it means and what that portends. You listen to Barrister Fred Nzako. I'm sure you listen to Arabambi blaming Julius Abure and Peter Obi for what transpired for the nullification by the court. Arabambi saying that under Julius Abure, the candidature wasn't submitted in 30 days, and that when that took place, that is basically the reason why the court is doing what it's doing now. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right. Do well to call us back. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Okay, the calls are coming in and then dropping. All right. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number for you to call. You can also send us a WhatsApp message and we'll definitely read it here. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
I'm speaking from Surulere. I'm speaking from VI. My name is Tessie. Teresa is the name.
Teresa,
Thank
VI
you.
and Surulere. That's a huge
No, I'm
gap.
speaking from Victoria Island.
Okay.
And my name is Tessie.
All right, Tessa, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm on to VOP, the one I'm watching on my television now.
Okay, on your YouTube channel is, yes, you're on to VOP,
Yeah,
90.3 FM, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I want to comment on this Apapa, what you talk about Apapa, the Alhaji Apapa issue, you know, where he's saying that he did not collect 500 million, you know, that he's not being sponsored by anybody. Yeah, actually, what I'm talking about, you see, the way Apapa has been, you know, going about the whole thing. If you watch what happened at the court, you understand, on Wednesday, and what happened today, because I watched what happened today, you could see that Apapa himself was not really, you know, I mean, you will see that somebody was there pushing him. And who is that person that is pushing Apapa? The person that's pushing Apapa is Arabambi.
Okay.
You see, we'll go back to the courtroom, and see when Apapa was, you know, accosting the people that were sitting on his seat. That people were accosting people that were sitting on his seat. You could see that Apapa was trying to talk to them, and the Arabambi was just there pretending. You could see that Arabambi was the Satan, was the real Satan. You understand? That is, you know, leading Apapa. I'm talking. You know, that is really misleading Apapa. You could see that, you see, like I told you, I called earlier. I mean, I think I called last week.
Yes.
I'm an APC member.
Yes,
Let me tell you,
on the
sister.
political spotlight.
Yeah, I'm an APC. I'm an APC member. I voted for APC. You understand? But let me tell you, I don't like the way my people are handling. I've told them, I don't like the way they are handling this matter. Let them be neutral. Let them leave them. You see, I mean, that the Labour Party are accusing Apapa that they have collected 500 million naira. It's because of the way they are, you know, going about. Did you watch Arabambi's I mean, when he was talking to the press? You know, yesterday when this boy in Arise, that is this man in Arise.
Who?
Rufai, when Rufai in Arise,
Okay.
was interviewing Apapa. I didn't know. If it is something that we can call in, I would have called the five to ask Apapa one question: that who is Arabambi? Because he asked Apapa, he said, "Are you what?" I said, "I'm an obedient." If you're an obedient, you should not be going to this, to destroy your party. They could have asked, but I'm happy that Apapa has said he's coming back to arrive.
Okay.
I'm just supposed to talk to that when Apapa comes, they should ask Apapa who is Arabambi.
He's their factional publicity secretary. So, that's what his title is. He's a factional publicity secretary. He's like the head of their PR, their factional publicity secretary. Arabambi is a factional publicity secretary.
Yes, that's Arabambi.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that, but because they ask Apapa, do you want to destroy a party? He said, no, what can I destroy my party? If Obi wins now, I will enjoy, life I did, so I will enjoy. Fine. You understand? If you will enjoy, then why are you behaving this way? Why are you behaving, the way you went to court? And we go to that picture, go to that scene in that court. You will see the way Arabambi was. You could see Arabambi was the real, what they call them, Judas.
All right.
Arabambi was the real Judas that was pushing Apapa. Arabambi is this. I can't hear you, please.
I'm listening to you. I haven't said anything. I'm listening to you. Hello, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you could say that Arabambi was the real Satan that is pushing Apapa. You understand? So if they are saying that APC has given them 500 million, if I were in APC, if I were in Labour shoes, I feel the same way. I'm in APC, but of course I'm a bit feeling jittery too. And you can't say APC might give them, But Yoruba people say, "Tobaro money share ru afomoto afomolu afiomoto molu abije." If APC sent them to go and do it, they could even be pretending. Look at the one Arabambi was talking, addressing press, saying that Obi, assuming that if Obi that won the election, will you say that they should not swear in it on 29? You cannot say that about your principal.
Okay.
It's not good. It's not good.
All right.
So that's it's so bad. It's so bad.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. All right. We have this WhatsApp message. Evening, Esther. You can see that INEC is frustrating and doing cover up by not releasing up their full result of the election. Also, they don't want the court to show the tribunal live. That means they have skeletons in their cupboard. They have put Nigerians in this nightmare. And you ask, it's INEC is a revenue generating and that they want to collect money. Also, there is no problem in labor. It is you journalists that is pouring petrol in a burning fire. It's the APC that are sending principalities and power called Lamidi Apapa. Remember, APC has been using all their crafty and dubious way to win the elections, from vote buying and Agbaru intimidation and INEC conspiracy. Now, when they are not satisfied, they are now using Apapa Oshodi to create rumbles when there is not. I believe the court will overturn this daylight robbery by APC so as to shut the mouth and put to shame on Apapa and APC musketeers. All right, this is from Dayo from Fagba. Okay, so Apapa has said that nobody gave him any money. He didn't mention any other political party, but there are speculations that opposition political parties are actually the ones doing this. What political party, no one has actually said. And the APC has said they are so busy preparing for their inauguration. They have not had time at all and defending their case at the Election Petition Tribunal. Meanwhile, PDP and Labour parties asking INEC, are you not meant to be defending yourself concerning the fact that part of the petition is that INEC contravened the Electoral Act by going against its own Electoral Act while it announced the president-elect when it did, and then of course whereby the election votes were not, reeled out in real time as was promised or as stipulated in the Electoral Act. So why are you not defending yourself? That's basically what the Labour Party and the PDP is saying. Why is INEC trying to hold case or hold brief for the APC? Why are they defending the APC? They're meant to defend themselves. That is basically what the conversation is at the moment. Meanwhile, Keyamo has disclosed to Peter Obi, and he said, US knows that you lost. Your tantrums won't change anything. All right, Festus Keyamo, who is the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, says the US is aware that Peter Obi, the standard bearer of the Labour Party, lost the presidential election. Keyamo spoke in response to Obi's comments about the telephone conversation between Anthony Blinken and US Secretary of State and Bola Tinubu, the president-elect. And the former governor of Anambra State, that's Peter Obi, said the basis on which Blinken called Tinubu to pledge to strengthen the ties between Nigeria and US wasn't clear. So Keyamo is telling Peter Obi to accept defeat and possibly be part of the inauguration process in the next 10 days. That is basically what Festus Keyamo is saying. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903, 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp number is 0700 903 9039. That is the WhatsApp number that you can send your WhatsApp messages to, 0700 903 903 903. And of course, the WhatsApp number is 0700 903 9039. All right, so I have this WhatsApp message. The governor of Zamfara State should get himself ready for the court at the end of his term, and he should stop trying to fake indict the EFCC chairman. If he has any evidence of anyone asking him of bribery, he should tender it in court. And this is by Odaba. Did I get that right? Odaba. Yes, Odaba. Thank you for sending this message. We have this one from Onyeka Cletus from Isolo. Why is our political elite always buying or faking certificates they did not sit for? How can you be an excellency with a fake certificate? We need help in this our country. Thank you, Onyeka Cletus from Isolo. The number to call, 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. And you can actually send a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. We're currently streaming live on YouTube as well. I can see some of your comments. Tracy Jacopini saying, go to court now that they are in court. They keep intimidating them. Paul Atondo says, Arabambi is the man behind Akwapa's nightmares. He is deceiving the old man. Tracy also says Buhari, APC, and INEC planned this right from the start. Okay, these are the conversations we're having right here on the Hot Topic Parley on VOP 90.3 FM. What is it? Matawali is saying that the EFCC actually asked him for money. He literally said that, and everyone is wondering, really, Matawali? The EFCC asked you for money? Wow. He said that they met in a room. He said that EFCC chairman knows precisely what he's talking about. He said that he can expose him. He says that the EFCC is asking him for $2 million bribe. And the EFCC said, okay, fine, if that's the case, go to the right channel. Let the courts ask us to respond. We will definitely respond. Go to the right channel. It's not just for you to sit down in your parlor and say this. And there has been an ongoing rift between the governor and the anti-graft agency. And this statement was made on Wednesday, where Matawali is calling for Bauer's resignation. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, we lost that connection. Please do call us back. It's 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. Hello, good evening. This is the Evening Rush. Can you hear me? All right, we cannot hear you. Please do call us back. Cannot hear you at all. Please do call back. I think it's a network ish. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. And you can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Robert.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right. Name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Andrew. I'm calling from Songota.
Andrew, hi, Songota, this Friday evening.
Well, everything is cool, thank God.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I want to comment on Festus Keyamo.
Okay.
Festus Keyamo is claimed to be a senior advocate of Nigeria. Am I right or wrong? If we should ask Keyamo, and his own base as a senior advocate, is to stand on the truth and defend the truth. How did Festus Keyamo, if he is true to himself, how did he analyze the 2023 presidential election? Was it free and fair? With all the rigging, with all the killings, which everybody knew about it. I'm highly disappointed at Festus Keyamo. Highly disappointed. And by tomorrow, don't forget by tomorrow now. These are the kind of people that we try to say they want to vie for one position or the other, either to become a president or a governor. Festus Keyamo is a complete disgrace. Because he cannot say that he doesn't know what actually went on during that presidential election. Look at that woman that was battered right on the face. Look at the killings. Look at Oluomo saying that if you cannot vote for APC, go away. Can't you see all these things? What kind of lawyer you see? What kind of lawyer that man is? Recently, he acquired a building, maybe a building in another kingdom. How did he go about that? That man is a complete disgrace to law. I'm telling the truth. Thank you very much. Have a blessed night.
All right, thank you. So, but here is the thing. I would implore you that please, when you call, there are ways you can use to describe things and not necessarily that, let me not use the word you cannot express, but you can literally say, oh, well, I'm not telling you what to say, but let's just be mindful of some words. Let's be mindful of some choice of words that we use, please, because we do have some underage persons, possibly persons within the age of 15 and 14 listening, and it will not be nice for us to encourage such things. But I thank you, the last caller, for calling in. All right. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ben, how are you?
Yeah, fine.
All right. Go ahead, Ben. How is Iba today?
All right. Fine. How is your own time?
We did here.
Welcome.
All right, please go ahead.
Concerning that judgment against Nebo Abi and Kano, I don't understand that. I don't actually understand. What these things are actually belittling. We are more than this. How can you go to Kano? In case there is something concerning Labour Party in Abia State, all the courts that is in Umuahia surround neighboring states, you cannot go to Kano to get judgment. That is too bad now. And you have pre-election matters, you have post-election matters. How is it that somebody can be going to court concerning when the party submitted their register? When we have moved on, election have passed, and their name appeared in the ballot paper, and INEC accepted it. INEC, are they not the umpire? Are they not the only institution the Electoral Act recognized? And if you check all those nonsense they are talking that is in the Electoral Act, there is no punishment for it. There's no punishment for it. The other one, they were saying that Tinubu joined this is not up to 30 days before he became presidential candidate. If you check that one now, when something like that happens, the Electoral Act did not make any provision for any punishment. And the judge just went ahead. And what this man, what he's saying is that they took their two House of Assembly members to court concerning that matter.
Yes.
That they even went up to Supreme Court. They won them.
Yes.
They defeated them at the Supreme Court. And now these people still carry the same matter and go to
Kano.
Because they were telling the people of Aja not to worry about it.
He told them not to worry. Inauguration will still take place on May 29.
So why should we be doing there was a time around last year or so, something like this happened, or last 2 years, that made the NJC to suspend some judges. Why are they still doing all this rubbish? When the electoral tribunal, the presidential electoral tribunal, they are trying to paint the justice, to paint them green. These people are painting them black. It's not good. It's too bad for this type of process we are in. Concerning this man, what is his name? Apapa. This is your uncle. Apapa.
You said my uncle.
No, that man. Your uncle now.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You see him nice, uncle. You see him nice, uncle. You call him. Uncle Papa.
Go ahead.
Uncle Papa. Thank God the man is not in Lagos, so he can move freely in Lagos.
Why are you thanking God?
He's the one that is causing all those dreadlocks in our Papa.
Ben, I didn't know you have this sense of humor.
You know that this man is 78 years and he's behaving like this. It's a disgrace to his family. I'm telling you the truth. You see, you read in the news you compiled.
Yes.
About the lawyer that just came to represent Obi. Nobody knows. His name was not there. Nothing. Just came in, and the judges were just lashing at him, telling him, a senior lawyer like you can behave this way. It was not the arrangement this man was making. He just got a saving Labour Party of Atiku. This man needs to say that this court is not retrieve that judgment. That judgment that he won at that because it would have been terrible because they made the arrangement to withdraw the whole cases. What that lawyer just came in to do is just to say that they don't want to continue with this case again. That was what Apapa was just struggling. And the way I see his body language, he has collected a huge amount of money. I know all these.
He said he didn't collect any money, Ben. He said he didn't collect any money.
Do you want him to say that he collected money?
He said he didn't collect now.
Papa, you can imagine a Papa entering chartered flight, a Papa private jet. See the SUV that brought him to the court.
Are you saying that he doesn't have money to enter private jets? He said he's been a long-time politician, though. When he was interviewed on Arise TV, he said he's not a small boy.
He's lodging in before he was sleeping. They said before he used to sleep in the party office.
Hey,
sleep on the floor.
Ben.
Do you know that 2019 Labour Party have only 5,000 votes? They were nothing now. Labour Party was just nothing. They were nothing to record. They were just there to complete the number of political parties. On the P2P enter now, then a Papa surface. You know, the other man is a disgrace. And that's allowed and the ability.
All right.
All these things they are doing, it's nonsense. They are doing a good job.
All right, thank you, Ben.
Precious, how we grant her the fortitude to bear the loss and the journey message for her.
All right.
Successful burial.
All right, thank you.
God
Thank you,
bless
Ben. You too.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. Actually, we have about 5 different topics on the hot topic today, whereby the first one is the fact that the Presidential Election Petition Council is going to rule on Monday for Peter Obi, the Labour Party's request for live streaming of the proceedings within the court. So that is going to proceed on Monday. We're expecting that on Monday. The court has actually lifted Julius Abure's suspension order, including other officers. All right. That, of course, is one of the issues that we're also looking at. We also have Enugu Governor-elect Peter Mbah, and the NYSC DG is saying that his NYSC certificate is not from them. He said that he doesn't know why most of these political elites like to compromise. He said the NYSC discharge certificate being paraded by the Enugu State Governor-elect Barrister Peter Mbah was not issued by the body. And so he actually went ahead and said, everybody knows how we issue our certificate in NYSC. We don't give it in hotel rooms. But Peter Mbah has filed, okay? He filed a case against NYSC, allegedly claiming 20 billion naira in damages for the injuries he claims have been caused him by the controversies surrounding his discharge certificate. We also have Festus Keyamo telling Peter Obi to accept defeat, that the US is aware that, the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu won, and that the Labour Party presidential candidate should also know that he has lost the elections. So rather than having to continue to cry wolf, he should accept that fact, stop throwing tantrums, and that all of his tantrums will definitely not change. That's what Festus Keyamo is saying. And this is in reaction to Obi's statement concerning the telephone conversation that took place between Anthony Blinken, who is the U.S. Secretary of State, and President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Peter Obi is saying, why don't you wait until the petition at the election tribunal is concluded before you begin to have that conversation? You're literally congratulating and accepting him as a president when there are issues at the election petition tribunal stating that he is not meant to be the president-elect. And so Keyamo is saying, Oga, you need to calm down. Stop throwing tantrums. It won't change anything. Inauguration on May 29 is sacrosanct. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Please kindly turn off the audio of your radio.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Name and location, please.
This is Engineer Felix from Sulere, Lagos.
All right, Engineer Felix. How is Sulere this evening?
Everywhere is cool and calm.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, my first complaint is that my number I use in getting you people, I don't know if anybody blocked it.
Why?
I'll try. That one doesn't go again.
Maybe it's network.
It's not network. It doesn't, immediately like that, it will bounce back.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
No. There was a time we had issues with this number you called. Maybe that's the period. We're trying to rectify the issue. So sorry about that, please. We're trying to in fact, we're using another number we're calling out another number at the time because the number had issues. So, but now it's been rectified. I think that's why you can call through now.
Even I was trying with it now. It's not going before I use this line to call now. Anyway, you must help me check. But okay. Let me say something on generally this election. I want to say that we all have hope that 2023 we are going to get it right.
All right.
And the radio station encourage us, people encourage us, churches encourage us, mosques encourage us. Everybody say get your PVC. Your PVC is your power. And we know what we suffered by getting this PVC. Some paid even to make sure they collect their PVC. And the Nigerian people has voted. Nigerian people have stick for change. And we have voted after all the votes. Some few people want to make the effort knowing and avoid. And it bleeds my heart that the court is delaying this matter. It's bleeding my heart. Because they say we should hold on. Let's go to court. We are holding on for every... Nigerians are holding on. Let the court please do the right thing. Let them not play panky. Let them please, we are begging them in the name of God. God of heaven that created the whole world. Let them not put Nigeria on fire. Let them not disgrace Nigeria. Let them make sure there is a peace in this nation. By doing the right thing. Why can't INEC provide all the documents of the election they called? Why must they rig River State election in the favor of the person that said they won? Why must they rig other states and the man called INEC chairman has not been arrested in his own power seat? The election was rigged. And yet, he's still there defending the election that is rigged. Is that normal? When are we going to get it right, my dear sister? Are we going to continue in suffering? Don't we want to be like other people that are getting it right? Should we all die in suffering, in this richness? Do you know how rich Nigeria is? In strength, the youth of this nation has strength. We travel out of this nation, stay 5 years, come back, build a mansion with the little work. Some of us watch place over there and make plenty money. Some of us go there to do cassava work and make plenty money. And our country has all these things we can do. Why are they holding us ransom? Please, we are begging the court. We are begging them, all the judges. Please, we beg you people to do the right thing. Let me stop this way so others can also say something.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you for calling. I even like the fact that you considered other people trying to call. Thank you so much. Okay, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. But let me read some of your WhatsApp comment. So Ugo Best is saying, please, one more time, do you think that everybody will listen to INEC again because everything has been found out? Ken Ezike said, did the Enugu State Governor-elect post his NYSC picture celebrating 50 years of NYSC? Laugh out loud. And Ugo Best said, do you think this will help everybody, even Peter Obi? Okay. Vivian Eribo says, Mr. Keyamo, why did you not file to be the president of Nigeria as the senior advocate of Nigeria? Oga, are you sure what you are saying is true? Please try and make peace with both parties because we don't need war in Nigeria. Tracy Jacobin says, but the court keeps adjourning. That's a delay tactic to swear Tinubu in. All right. We also have this. Good evening, Mary. All right. Mary is not the one. Simisola, this is not Mary. This is Esther Wachuku sitting in for Precious. I appreciate the APC woman that called, but Arabambi is more outspoken, but not very intelligent. He was the same that went for Dr. Doyin Nukukwe. Their group are one and same mission, but will not succeed. Journalists need to help us use appropriate description. Lamidi Akwakwa and co are not factional ESCO of Labour Party, but moles within the party, and they will fizzle out. Also, a senior advocate of Nigeria made appearance at the Tribunal Court today as representing Labour Party. Please, can the judiciary put their profession in order? All right, thank you, Simisola, for that. And this says, who is this? Okay, wow, this is so long. Dario from Fagwa, please try to make your messages short. Good evening, Esther. I want to ask a question. Can the selected president and the Lagos governor say he won the election? Will he say it is free and fair? Can he do elections without vote buying and Agbero intimidation? Can he govern a disgruntled people, a divided people on ethnic religious grounds? How will they look at you? Were you elected or selected? What will this generation say or write about you? Someone who didn't follow the right way of attending debates to be interviewed by journalists, following the footsteps of his masters. Okay, I believe that the Lord will deliver the children of Israel from Pharaoh, will deliver us from these tax masters. Thank you so much. And Okere from Ajagbandi says, please, I am confused. All right, confused about what exactly? Please tell us what is you're confused about. About the phone number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number. The number to also send a WhatsApp message to is 0700 903 9039. Yes, if you're confused, the last caller said he's been trying to call and he's not connecting, and that is because we had an issue with the line the other time. We were calling a particular other number in the meantime. So now we've been able to rectify it. So you can call 0700 903 903 903. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
My name is Femi.
All right, Femi, location, please.
Yes. Please, I would like to say this to all Nigerians. The opponents of Labour Party have structures.
All right.
One of their structures is to fight dirty. So all these evil men you are seeing attacking Labour, they are evil. Their souls have been bought. Every soul in Nigeria, to them, has a price. That's why they steal so much money.
Okay.
That's one of their structures. So that's all I have to say. God bless Labour Party.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. I do appreciate that. Thank you. All right. The number to call 0700 903 903 903. Okay. So YouTubers, you're saying that I'm selecting messages. Mabinu, there are some of your messages that I cannot read out here because of the content of your words. So please pardon me. Okay, but I do read out some that I feel is okay to go out on air. So if you really want me to put out your messages, please do not use some curse words. Just put out what you think about what the situation is or what the conversation is all about, and I will read it. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and of course here we have been talking since 7 o'clock that the program started. We're streaming live live on YouTube. So you can go on YouTube. It's VOP 903 FM, and we're streaming live there. You can actually send in your comments. We can read them. Please let your comment be as logical based on the conversation we're having as possible. I do appreciate that. Please, it's important for you to do that. And of course, so you can send us WhatsApp messages. It's 0700 903 9039. That is a WhatsApp number for you to send your WhatsApp messages to. I will really appreciate that. All right. So this is from Odaba. Alhaji Akpakpa, let his children and grandchildren call him to order, because if a man becomes too old, he starts misbehaving. Oh, he starts behaving like a kid. Hope the children will understand the level of damage this is bringing upon their family. All right, Odaba, thank you so much for caring for Lamidi Akpakpa. All right. So this is from Ima from Isolo, who says, this man called Mr. Akpakpa Oshodi can be likened to Judas in the Bible. It is not true that it is Igbos that voted for Obi. I'm a Yoruba man. With my family, we voted Obi. The will of God will surely prevail at the end. Okay. Good evening, Esther Wachiku. These evil people in APC has a hand in what Akpakpa is doing. Suddenly, Akpakpa is now using private jets, high-class jeep, etc. This is just what Ben from Iba says. I personally can't wait for Buhari to leave us and go back to to his farm. 77 trillion naira and not a single refinery was built or any factory to reduce unemployment. Tinubu can't do any better because the evil that they do awaits them, both Keyamo, Tinubu and Akpakpa. And this is from Emperor. Thank you so much for your message. I really do appreciate it. And then this is Senator from Isolo says the judge should have also ordered the arrest of their imposter at the court today, orchestrated by Akpakpa and Co. Festus Keyamo should be ashamed of himself. He has left his work as assistant labor minister and turned to errand boy to Tinubu, but they will be put to shame. The kangaroo judgment against Otti is not cool. These judges should save their faces from destruction. All right, thank you so much, Senator. And we have, good evening, Esther. There is nothing wrong for the general masses to be seeing the live proceedings at the tribunal unless there are things INEC and APC are hiding. Saying no to live streaming is equal to denial of truth and equity. And this is from His Royal Highness BC Nwoko in Oshodi. Thank you so much, His Royal Highness BC Nwoko. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir? Thank you for joining us. Name and location.
Yeah, this is Agumba from Arona.
Agumba, Arona. Where is Arona, please?
Yes, this is Agumba from Arona. Please, I just want to contribute. Let me say, there's a prophet that said that every day is a thief, but one day is for the owner.
Okay.
Because when this ruling party, so-called APC, they're supposed to know that their cup are full. Their cup are full. And they're supposed to know that when God is on the throne, everything is possible. So tell Festus Keyamo that everything is possible. That when God is on the throne. Yeah?
All right.
So that is my contribution.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. 0700 903 903 903. That is a number to call. 0700 903 903 903. That is a number. Hello. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Name and location.
Hello.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Please, my name is Odalesi.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm calling from Kogi State.
Kogi State.
Yeah.
That means you're watching us on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Please, I want to use this. First of all, I want to thank Peter Obi.
Okay.
For not giving up at all. Because I really appreciate it. He's fighting for the whole of this country. He's not giving up the party. He's fighting for the whole of this country. The 36 states appreciate it. The 36 states appreciate Peter Obi very well. And I also want to let people that are collecting bribes know that yes, that they are killing themselves. This is my first time calling this one. I normally listen to you guys.
Okay.
I don't know, but what I saw today was very, very. I don't even expect that.
All right.
I can see that kind of thing.
Okay.
They are killing themselves. The repercussion is very high. And that seat belongs to Peter Obi, either they like it or not. Either they like it or not. I'm calling from Kogi State.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. I do appreciate that.
That seat belongs to Peter Obi. That they should not show any part. And I'm also want to talk to, if they are listening, those court. If they like, they go just go and finish their money. The money they get, they go finish it. But that seat belongs to Peter Obi.
All right. Thank you for calling. All right. I do appreciate your call. Okay, so this is the Evening Rush, and we are still on the hot topic this evening. Like I told you, the fact is the suspension order on Julius Abure has been lifted, including other officials of the Labour Party from the petition, the plaintiff rather, Arabambi, and other couple of persons who actually wrote to the court. Well, that suspension has been lifted. Then we also have a scenario where the Enugu governor-elect tendered an NYSC certificate that seems to be false, and the DG has said we do not recognize that certificate is completely false. We don't know why the political elites usually like to forge their certificates. This is not from us. We did not tender the certificate. However, Peter Mbah has actually sued and said about $20 million in damages, or 20 million naira in damages. That's what Peter Mbah has actually sued for. We also have a scenario too where Alex Otti's governorship win, well, the way the court put it is that the votes he got has been wasted, including other Labour Party officers, and Kano too, and that court is in Kano, and one is wondering how, and that's based on the fact that they did not tender the name of the governorship candidate within the stipulated 30 days as is on the Electoral Act. That's the premise that particular court order is coming from. That's, again, one of the topics that we're also looking at this evening. We also have Festus Keyamo responding to Peter Obi and telling him that his tantrums will not change anything. Rather, he should accept defeat and work with the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu so that there will be peace. He says that even the United States knows that Peter Obi's tantrums will not change anything. Literally, that's what Keyamo is saying. The U.S. knows that you lost, your tantrums won't change anything. Keyamo tells Peter Obi, and this was in response to Obi's comments about the telephone conversation between Anthony Blinken, U.S. Secretary of State, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect. So let me read out that tweet so we understand what he's talking about. He says, "Your Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, I am sorry, but there is clarity. But there is clarity as to the basis of the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony J. Blinken's call to act official bat and their pledge for support and cooperation. It's obvious that you and your supporters have overrated your noise, and it's obvious that you and your supporters have overrated your noise and tantrums after the election as having any real effect internationally. No, they have not had any such massive effect as you wish." He's saying that the tantrums of Peter Obi and his supporters have not had as the kind of effect that they want as they wish. Unfortunately for you, the US has dealt with so many opposition figures around the world, and they know exactly how to separate facts from fiction. They know you lost fair and square. They know that in a complex society like Nigeria, you could not have won with your message of religious war. Are the supporters putting out a message of religious war? Is the Labour Party putting out a message of religious war? Peter Obi has come out on several occasions to say he believes in one Nigeria. He believes that Nigeria should be in unification. Peter Obi, on several occasions during his campaign, has tried to, as much as possible, put out a message that the party is not about tribe, neither is it about religion. It's about the common man being represented in every facet of governance. And these were particularly his words during the campaign, because I watched one of his press conferences. So Festus Keyamo went ahead to say that they know you are just a splinter of the main opposition. The PDP saw it amounts to delusions of grandeur to think that you won when you actually came third. They also know the declaration of a winner already announced by INEC has the force of law and is the only acceptable legal framework upon which to proceed than your petition in court that is yet to be decided upon. You really want this country to stand still because you have a case in court? Is that what we have practiced in this country for decades? The minister stated that Obi's pontifications about the presidential election were worrisome. This is basically one of the responses of Festus Keyamo to Peter's Obi's comments. It's quite a lengthy tweet that I just read there. So these are the hot topics this evening. What are your thoughts? What do you have to say concerning this? All right. 0700 903 903 9039. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Minister, how are you?
I am fine. Name and location, please.
This is Obi calling from Ikeja.
Obi, how is the Ikeja this evening?
Ikeja is fine. Esther, are you the same Esther that was working with Saka and before in mainland?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. How are you doing, my sister?
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Okay. But see, I just want to tell the obedient and the labor people not to lose sleep over what happened in camp, okay?
Okay.
First of all, the jurisdiction is funny, and this is a pre-election matter.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-election matter. Thirdly, if it is post-election matter, it should be in Tribunal. That's all that is just like a toilet paper as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Because they didn't present anything to the judge, that for the judge. And it's ex-party. How can you make ex-party such a serious thing? You make it, it's not possible now. So they should not lose sleep. The way they lost in the party executive, that's where they're going to lose. For Festus Keyamo, he should allow Tinubu to reply Peter again now. The president to the president now. They should reply. It's not for him to continue to defend his principle. Because his place will not have mouth. And for America, America, they have policy. They have policy. They don't want to know who is there. They want to. They believe that there's nature abhors vacuum. Understand?
Right.
Somebody is going to be there on top. Somebody will leave Nigeria. There's no way that place. So they will discuss with anybody that is the president elect. Tinubu is the president elect. There's nothing they can do. They will discuss with somebody.
Right.
So for Apapa and his group, Apapa, they removed his cap. He lost the case. Now we're going to remove that tortoise he tied on his waist. When we remove that tortoise, they will lose all these juju, they believe they will lose other cases.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. All right. Thank you for calling. Please let me read some messages. I'll still take more calls. Good evening, Esther. How can one who did not prepare for examination pass exam? Obi did not prepare for this election and he shouldn't expect INEC to declare him as a winner. However, Obi knows that he will not win in the tribunal, but trying to mark time so that his supporters will not call him names. Mr. Benjamin from Apapa. Mr. Benjamin, thank you so much for your message. All right. We also have, good evening, Esther. This is Lucky from Ojo, Lagos. My prayer is for the court to grant the live streaming of the presidential electoral process, so that the judges will know their identity is on the line. It will not be business as usual. God help Nigeria. Thank you. All right. This person says, good evening, Precious. Well, it's not Precious that's here. It's Esther Wachuku. So, I'll take that again. Good evening, Esther Machuku. Please, did all this our ruler know too well that Nigeria are tired of them at all? They must not swear in Tinubu or any other APC government again. Enough is enough. Nigeria needs new Nigeria. They should please now, or we would, okay, no. I will not read that complaint statement. Please, I've begged you to please be careful with how you put out some comments so we do not create any sense of anarchy. Good evening, Esther, the Queen of VOP. Thank you very much. How are you? My condolences to Precious. Thank you as much for that. Please, I think we well-wishing Nigerians should join hands and hearts together, engaging in serious prayers to God for courts to do the right thing. As for Festus Keyamo, he has been corrupted by APC and he is a disappointment and disgrace to law, justice and righteousness. And for America, should Nigerians not think that they are hypocrites by calling and congratulating Tinubu? Thanks, Babeji from Ushudi. Okay. All right. We do have more messages on the purported removal of Alex Otti. Please help me tell the Nigerian judiciary not to set Abia State on fire. The one thing they set in Imo State is still burning. Court should stop deciding who becomes president, governor, senator, etc. in this country. They should allow the will of Nigerians to prevail and not the will of the corrupt judges. My name is Collins. Thank you. All right, Collins, thank you very much. We also have Esther, good evening. All what people are saying concerning the case of presidential election and the judges, are they hearing the voice of Nigerians? If they are, okay, that's from Mrs. Okere. Mrs. Okere, thank you. Esther, I like as you turn yourself to Obi's Stony by telling us what, but you forgot to tell us that Obi went to church and told members you have to take back your country. So this is not religious campaign. Green from Sports City. Green, please, I would like you to elaborate that. Send more messages to explain further. But thank you. All right. Okay, so these are the messages that we have on WhatsApp. You can still send more. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Esther, good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
This is Nedu calling from Switzerland.
All right, Nedu. How is Switzerland today?
We're fine.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, let me go to Enugu State.
Okay.
If Frank Mba want to prove that he served and his NYSC certificate is authentic and original, first of all, he should provide where he served, the picture of his camp, his picture of his camp, the code, his NYC code. Should I continue?
Yes,
Because
please go
you are
ahead. I'm
talking.
listening to you.
So, the code, everything, the picture, all evidence where he served. Let's see. He should not just say, yeah, his result is authentic. No. Everybody have where they serve, and he should bring all evidence. That one aside. Alex Otti, that one is certain. We see what happened, and you cannot judge what is in Abia, in Kano. So that one, there is no fear. Only if they take the case to Abia State, but this case you cannot take it because you have 14 days to file after the election. So it's gone. They can't even file a case against Alex. It's gone. 14 days is gone. Two, about Apapa Abi Apata and his the woman that called from Apapa, the woman that called from APC has said it all. Is their publicity secretary that is pushing Apapa. I think maybe it's that one that have the money. Is pushing Apapa for them to. In Nigeria, what people don't know, a lot of people form political party, even if we are in Labour Party. They always try to make gara during the election time so that the ruling party can offer them money to support them. But this time around, it wasn't like that. They have a strong candidate who pushed them above their limits. Last election, they got 5,000. Even Showore said it. He said that his vote is higher than Labour Party 2019. That they cannot get any vote more than him, that he is going to be a president. Today, how many did he get? Labour Party jumped to 6 million plus after Wuru Wuru. You understand? They should be happy and support this man instead of destroying their party, going to the court with another lawyer to disrupt what is going on so that they will also have a join. Why is our judicial? Why is even those that cause SAN playing with our judicial? If someone have already given penalty all this while, I don't believe people will be coming to the court of law and be messing it up. It's because everybody always gets away with what they do.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Remember that you can send us WhatsApp messages on 0700 903 9039, and the number for you to call is 0700 903 903 903. Now, Zenobia says the judge that rules against Abia Governor-elect of Abia State is under suspension since 2015. I wonder how he is able to rule a case that is in Abia. Nigeria's judicial system is in total shame. Okay, and that's from Zenobia. All right, we also have Blessed says Nigeria is more better than Europe and USA. The only difference between Nigeria and the Western world is that they have good road, good hospitals, good security, good education, and high currency. All right, fear God, thank you very much. All right, so okay, all right, thank you very much. Ambassador Ernest Ibuda says most of these judges in the northern state did not go through our law school. Okay, he went ahead to say most of these judges, okay, go to court. All right, thank you very much. We're all going to court. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Kindly mute your radio, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
thank you very much. All right, go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Umar. I'm calling from Festus.
Umar,
calling from Festus.
Umar from Festus. Okay, Umar, please go ahead, please.
Okay, can I hear what is his opinion that somebody said all the judges in the north? Well, that's his opinion, sure. The topic. Actually, I'm not happy with this Labour Party
matter.
Can I call him the chairman now?
Okay.
I don't understand. You allow the court and the party to right. I don't understand this thing. What is the problem? Is it the problem that they cannot resolve the issue? Even PDP has issue with their party chairman, Wike, but in the court now, nobody is disrupting. The party chairman is not saying anything. Wike is not saying anything. So the guy should just calm down and allow the process to be. If it's a party, even IU, PDP, they suspended him. So it's not the Rochester. You can be suspended for anti-party activity.
Okay.
So I'm not happy with the way he is taking this thing, even though I have my reservation. Because a lot of people we are calling say the election was rigged, the election. I don't understand how you can rig election and a sitting governor will lose his seat just to contest a senator. He cannot win a senatorial ticket. And we are just shouting that the election was rigged. In which state did they rig this election? Even Buhari lost in his home state to PDP. Tinubu lost to Peter Obi. Lalong lost to another party, Plateau State Governor, and it's a DG campaign for APC. Kano State lost election to NNPP. Peter Obi swapped all his states with all the vote, 95% vote. So where was the election rigged? So I'm still asking you this question. I was not convinced that the election was rigged. Rigged in which state? Is it in the south, southeast, or southwest?
All right.
So that's my question I'm raising. A lot of governors cannot win their ticket as a senatorial seat. They cannot even win the incumbent person they put there. Please, we should know what we are talking, please.
All right.
You are not supposed to be biased up with this SC.
All right. Thank you so much, Umar. Thank you for calling in. All right. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us your WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
My name is Yachuba. I'm calling from Chumul.
Your name is?
My name is Yachuba. I'm calling from Chumul.
All right, Chibuza, please go ahead.
Okay. I've been studying all this while, and I think I'm happy to devote my voice.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you speak louder?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. I think I said I want to just to add my voice. I want just Nigerians to know that this is not a fight between people and anybody. It's between light and darkness. So simple. If anybody believes that he's fighting for people, it's a very big mistake. We should fight so that our children will live. What is happening in Nigeria doesn't happen anywhere in the world. Things are not working. It's we are too backward. So whoever is sitting in his house in the water, by the time it will begin to.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Atiku.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah, and how are you?
I am fine.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Emmanuel Ozemena.
Mr. Emmanuel Ozemena, location please.
Yeah, thank you. I want to shook mouth for what that happened.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, please, you see us with the live for this country now. The woman with the fear now. They won't put fear for our body. But God passed them all.
Okay.
I want to use this opportunity to thank Peter Obi. He's number one strong person. If we have that kind of person, 2 or 3 for this country now, I believe that things will be moving well.
All right, Mr.
Look at the kind of elderly men that are ruling us. Grandpa them. They don't want to leave seat. They won't continue to ruling Nigeria and killing us like this. Everywhere, massacre, killing. Be here and there. Nowhere settled. In our country now, we are living in fear. We cannot travel to anywhere again. So it's annoying. Concerning Keyamo and the Apapa, what they call them.
Apapa, A-P-A-P-A.
All these old men, they're supposed to go and rest. Not to destroy this country. This country belongs to us. Now we get them. We know we leave this country run away now.
All right.
Make them rest. Make this country move forward. All these people, they are destroying this country. Now the court they don't buy every nonsense human being, pay them money for them to destroy this country. Make them live. Make young men rule this country. No, we see as it will be. They don't rule for over 1966. Look at how they rule us, put us for darkness. No lights, no water, no food, no money to shop. Taking that sending the children to private school now. So many of them are bringing their children to government school. I thank God they leave government school a little.
Hello? Oh, we lost that call. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. I'm Austin from Agbeda. Nigeria will work if these old politicians leave Nigerian politics. Thank you so much, Austin, for sending that message. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, good evening.
This is Kingsley, calling from the States. Can you hear me?
Kingsley, good evening. Welcome to the Evening Rush on VOP 90.3 FM.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so my contribution is straightforward. I mean, I still reemphasize this thing. A lot of Nigerians are still looking at this thing and thinking maybe they are actually helping P2P. It's quite unfortunate. So many politicians came out for this election, and a lot of them have gone back to their houses. Who cares? So if Nigerians really don't pick up and use this opportunity to help themselves, they will be the biggest loser. It has nothing whatsoever to do. I mean, P2P could have acted like any other politician, get settled, all his expenses will be paid, and he will just go back home. So who loses? People are being killed every day. What we see outside here is different from what Nigerians are going through. And it's quite unfortunate. Here, things work not because of the politicians. It's not because of the police. It's not because of the government. It's because of the people. The police are afraid of the people. The government are afraid of the people. So everybody has to comply.
So it means here the government is not afraid of the people.
Exactly. The people here, back in Nigeria, governments are not afraid of the people. The police is not even afraid of the people. They are not afraid of anybody. That's why there's impunity in Nigeria. Every democratic institution derives its power from the people. If the people don't want to stand up and fight for their right, nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody, even in abroad here, they don't give. I mean, the government don't just obey because they want to obey. They know what will happen if they disobey the rules. So, and this is how it happens in Western countries. Nigerians think, oh, there's one P2B somewhere fighting for the. I mean, if I were him by now, I'll probably just go and sit down somewhere and let people really see, because this is one opportunity for people to really fight out. I mean, things are going bad. Everybody's saying that, and we feel sorry about this. But unfortunately, Nigerians are not picking up the opportunity. They think they're helping P2B. No, you're not helping him. He is one man who has decided to stand against this evil that is going on across Nigeria. And what Nigerians should do right now is rally around across him and say, hey, we have one opportunity. Let's do our best and see how we can get out of this mess.
I think, Kingsley,
so when I hear somebody telling me...
Okay, continue.
When I hear someone saying, oh, I don't even know, how did they lose the election? I'm like, are you going to sit in your house and know how the elections was rigged? Go out there and information is out there. If you don't want to search for it, then you wouldn't know about it. If you're lazy about finding out what's going on, then you don't care. Then that's why you get what you have.
All right, Kingsley, thank you very much. I think that's basically why you have a lot of supporters. If you had watched what transpired 2 days ago, you could see that it wasn't just Peter Obi and a couple of Labour Party members who were there. You also saw supporters
I'm
who
sorry
were there
to say,
as well.
They were actually two. I mean, we were surprised. Some of us who were watching were like, excuse me, is this the number of Nigerians who want change?
You do know
I thought the whole nation actually wanted change.
You do know that there's a number of persons.
I mean, look at it now. Even the press in Nigeria is being gagged, and some Nigerians are pretending as if they don't know what's going on. So if you want to let this thing go on, it's going to go on right before your eyes, and at the end of the day, you will lose virtually every right to live or exist as a normal human being. Nobody is going to be free from what is about to happen to Nigeria if they don't stand up and fight for their right. Here, it's not the government that is in charge; it's the people that is in charge.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kingsley, for calling. I do appreciate that. Kingsley is saying that everyone, it's not just about talking, it's about actively participating and making sure that your voice is heard, and that is how the change can be done. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp number to actually call is 0700, to actually send a message to is 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That is the WhatsApp number to send. Now, PDP Atiku is actually stating that INEC does not have the right and cannot defend President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu on its drug-related offences and its dual citizenship offences, meaning that at this time, let the President-elect and his team defend themselves in court. It is not the stance of the Labour part of the of INEC to defend the President-elect. So they're saying, Atiku is saying that INEC cannot defend President-elect on the drug allegations against him and the dual citizenship offenses too against him. That is also another angle from the People's Democratic Party presidential candidates in person of Atiku Abubakar. Okay, we also have Festus Keyamo responding to the Labour Party presidential candidate that whatever tantrum he is throwing, that it's not going to work, and that the United States already recognizes that he is an opponent, and that whatever tantrum they throw is not going to work this time around. Like the APC won, the president-elect has won, inauguration is taking place, he should keep his calm. That's what Festus Keyamo is saying. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Yeah, Esther, this is Mr. Ndubisi. I'm calling from Ajoromi.
Good evening, Mr. Ndubisi. Please go ahead.
Yes, I actually wondered when somebody said you don't know how this election was rigged. I wondered. Now, just to react to that person, just to enlighten him more, a process before the election.
Hello. Oh, Mr. Ndubisi, please call back. Please call back, Mr. Ndubisi. I beg you. Please call back 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call, 0700 903 903 903. And the WhatsApp number is 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. All right, we now have this particular message from Beauty. Tinubu APC are all the same. I only don't want to hear that APC, not even the person the stand to be flag bearer, has support country Niger. Tinubu brought Buhari. Buhari is handing over to Tinubu while I vote for Peter and sold my vote to Tinubu God will flog all of us. Thank you, Beauty, for your message. Okay, so quite a number. Wow, the messages are lengthy. Let me see if I can try. Good evening. My name is Silas from Isolo. How many days is it taking the tribunal to rule on getting 25% votes in Abuja as one of the criteria for becoming the president of Nigeria? What has the tribunal done so far? Is it what they will continue doing? The whole world is watching the mess that is happening in Nigeria. All right, thank you for that. Evening, Esther. Pity the nation that is full of beliefs and empty of religion. Pity the nation that wears a cloth it does not weave and eats a bread it does not harvest. Pity the nation that acclaims the bully as hero and that deems the glittering conqueror bountiful. Pity a nation that despises a passion in its dream yet submits in its awakening. Pity the nation that raises not its voice, save when it walks in a funeral, boast not except among its ruins, and will rebel, not save when its neck is laid between the sword and the block. Pity the nation whose statesman is a fox, whose philosopher is a juggler, whose art is the art of patching and mimicking. Pity the nation that welcomes its new ruler with trumpeting and farewells him with hooting only to welcome another with trumpeting again. Pity the nation divided into fragments, each fragment deeming itself a nation. This is the situation of Nigeria. Wow, Dio, your poem, it's quite lengthy, but you do know how to write. All right, thank you for that message. Peter Obi made us all INEC staff with voter card registration. Then we all became politicians and campaigning vigorously and rigorously. Then Peter Obi once more made us all coalition officers. Now Peter Obi took us all to court and we are all lawyers. God bless this man. And he says, read my text now, I'll go to court. Oh yeah, thank God I've read it. Queen Esther, please, I appreciate Umar, the last caller. All the questions he raised on the allegations of rigging will be answered after presidential court proceedings if justice is not denied. You are doing well, Simisola. Thank you so much, Simisola, for that message. And that man that called from Festac is totally biased as APC man. He asks where APC rigged election. Is this man a true Nigerian? Even the little children knows that the last presidential election was totally manipulated through INEC. Ima from Isolo. All right, Ima, thanks for that message. Good evening, ST. One day, Akpakpa will come to court with private jet and presidential securities. He's acting the script well. And that's from Temple, sending that message from Akpakpa. Good evening, Esther. The governor's lost the Senate seats because the results were uploaded for the presidential election were not uploaded means it was rigged. Austin from Milasamaja, please can you resend? I really don't understand the message that you sent. Any judgment that goes against Labour Party is faulty. What is wrong with us as a person? Can't we just be logical and stop attaching emotion and sentiment to everything? Someone said all the judges in the north know nothing. But should the nonsense statement be directed to the East, they will call it tribalism or anti-Igbo. I pray Nigerians start thinking and not allowing emotion to think for them. Thank you. Thank you so much. You didn't put your name. All right. This person, Frank Onera from the USA, says, Premium Times confirmed the manipulation of election results in Rivers State. This was reconfirmed by the BBC, which also alleged one invincible Dr. Dixon Ariaga was used by INEC. Frank Anero, thank you so much for that message. If the Labour governorship candidate in Abia knows that the judgment will not bide on him, let him not appeal the judgment. Then he will know that the Federal High Court has jurisdiction on the case. Akpakpa said he did not collect money from anybody, and even if anybody had proven that he collected money, they should come out with it. And some people are still out there saying he collected money without proof. Please try to put your name when you send a message, all right? Please, Esther, I think some people are getting all these things right. Okay. If we're to be sincere to ourselves in Nigeria, Peter Obi is the winner of the 2023 because both PDP and APC have never been fair to us, honestly. All right, Babeji, the case is in courts. Let them prove it. Good evening, VOP. I want to thank you, Mr. Obi. You are the people's man. We all know the battle you're facing. God will continue to bless you. All right. Thank you very much for that particular message. All right. I think these are all the messages right on here. You can still call. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Esther. This is Mr. Andubis. I called back.
Mr. Andubis, thank you for calling back. Please go ahead. You were saying something before the line went off.
Yes. Kingsley from USA almost said what I'm saying.
Okay.
When somebody on something that happened on a broad daylight, people will just feign ignorance of it
And when you talk, they will begin to attach emotion. They will begin to address you as being emotional when you are saying the truth. INEC told us that there is going to be a polling unit transmission of results direct to IRF. That was the promise. Then we now find the election that took place. Then the presidential election was not transmitted to IRF, while the same day the House of Rep and Senate were transmitted. Is that not okay? Now Omar was telling us that he didn't see where these things were. Now Premium Times talked about the rigging. BBC came out clearly, boot to boot, explaining how it was leaked. Then Omar didn't see it. I hope Omar was in Lagos when that election took place. And Omar did not see where they disenfranchised Igbos, where they threatened that Igbos should not come and vote, that if they vote, they will die. And there are so many polling units where they're supposed to vote, where electoral material did not come to that place. So Omar, what does it mean? What do you call that one? It's not rigging. Just because governorship candidate lost the election, then it's not rigging. It's unfortunate, the kind of people we have in Nigeria. And this is the people that will still come to the helm of affairs. When they say one, what it favors them, you see them singing praises. If it goes against them, all what we are saying, in this country, everybody knows that Igbo tribe is the only tribe that doesn't support injustice, regardless of whose all is God. Ojo Zokalona, you see how people talk about him. He's not an Igbo. But when he came up for Senate, the whole Igbo stood up and said, he will not go. But it cannot happen in Europe, it cannot happen in Hausa. They must push their own. It's only we, after they say Igbo don't love themselves, we don't harbor any act of irresponsibility from any Igbo man. Because you have opportunity, we have a lot of people in abundance. Every year or every 4 years, we are producing the most credible candidate that never win the election. INEC would have transmitted that election the way they promised. Then if Tinubu beat Obi, we will clap for him. The reason why we see us standing and talking now is because of the shady deal. The people were not allowed to vote in a country they call their own, in one Nigeria, and we have opted to go for Biafra. They stop us. They say we cannot go. Now, the same people who refuse us to go is now asking us, go your place, and nothing happened to them. Just in the last time, the other one you gave quick notice to Igbos, nothing happened to them. And we are asking, we want to go. It's not as if we don't have a place to go. We want to go. Honestly, we want to go.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ndubisi. Thank you for calling in. All right. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. You can actually send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Yes, are you on speaker? Hello?
Bluetooth.
Hello.
Okay, I cut it off now. Hello, can
All
you hear
right,
me?
yes, you're clear now. Please, what's your name and location?
My name is Frank Onero from the USA.
Oh, Frank, I just read your message on WhatsApp. Please go ahead, Frank.
Yes, okay. Yeah, thank you. Voice of the people, you people are doing very great and wonderful.
Thank you.
I want to address a few issues. First,
okay.
The election of 2023 was heavily manipulated by INEC. The confirmation was done not by Nigeria. Okay, one of the media houses was the Nigerian media house. Premium Times confirmed it. The BBC went further and dug deeper to check in 2 local government areas, which me, I have done my own research and follow other people. The manipulation on the IRF is clear. Results in Lagos. Even the PDP people said from their control room on the day of election, what they got was far more for the Labour Party than what the APC and the PDP got. That is on one angle. Issue number 2. Why on earth is INEC, who is an independent electoral body, financed by the taxes collected from the Nigerian people on behalf of the Nigerian people, are now standing as a candidate in court to defend Tinubu On what ground? That is funny. Nigeria must wake up. This time around, Nigerians must wake up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onera, for calling. I do appreciate your input right on here. Okay? The number to call, 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening. Kindly turn off the audio of your radio, please.
I'm Prince.
Prince, good evening. Location, Prince.
Yeah, calling from Ejibo.
How is Ejibo today?
Do you believe in karma?
Yes, I know there is karma.
Yes, okay. I want to tell you something. In a few days to come, the APC government and the Bola Tinubu, the president-elect, will experience karma.
Okay.
God bless you.
Wow. Okay. That's a prophecy. Is that a prophecy? Festus Keyamo is not going to agree with you then. Okay. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. We have some messages on YouTube. Fear God says, Akpakpa did not collect money from anybody because he looks so... Oh, no. Jeremiah Onu, Jerry from Dubai, what Peter Obi is asking is the process that declared Mr. Tinubu winner. That is all. Okay? And of course, I still have some messages here. My name is Okpe Kainde from Ijegun. It's just unfortunate that most of your callers are ethnically biased. Most of these people will protect their unproductive leader and try to insult our own productive leaders. Why would these people like the way Akpakpa was treated just because they weren't born with morals and raised with moral? They will never condemn the ugly incident by IPOB members on the killing of the U.S. citizens. If they have somebody like Tinubu in their region, none of them will be in the West hustling. Joker's set of people. Okay, Miss Okpekinde, thank you for your message, but I would implore you not to use some certain words. All right, I was trying to understand what your point is, and I think on several occasions, several members have been able to go against some of the issues that you've raised here. But thank you for your message. I do appreciate your contribution on the program. Okay, so no name again. If Obi actually won the election, Labour Party will have the majority in the House of Reps and Senate, because we know how we do vote. We vote the same party all through. And since the Senate was transmitted, then we should be seeing majority of Labour Party in the House. But they are also third in the House. I don't care who actually won, but I just want a better Nigeria. Please kindly put your name, please. All right, thank you so much for that message. I do appreciate. All right, good evening, Esther. Well done, thank you. You see, Festus Keyamo, as for me, he's just a noisemaker. Thank you, Precious from Ikeja. Thank you, Precious, for sending that message. All right, 0700 903 903 903. That is a number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Now, this particular caller said, this particular individual who has refused to put his name all through here has said that. I think let's think about it objectively. If Obi actually won the election, Labour Party will have the majority in the House of Reps and the Senate, because we know how we vote. We vote the same party all through. And since the Senate was transmitted, then we should be seeing majority of Labour Party in the House. So does it mean that the Senate results was also rigged? Does it mean that it wasn't uploaded in real time? The Senate results was uploaded in real time. So if the Labour Party said they won, the number of candidates that were represented or who won at the House of Representatives and the Senate should reflect what the Labour Party is claiming, that they actually won this particular election. I think that's what this individual is saying. He has refused to put his name all through. All right, we have please do normal. I don't understand what that means. Mr. Olatunji Oluwaseun. All right, I don't know. Please kindly resend your message so I understand what you mean. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Yeah. Ayola from GRA.
All right. You're a first-time caller?
Yes, ma.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being part of the program.
Yeah, actually, you're doing a great job. And the truth of the matter is, my own take, election has come out and gone.
Okay.
and a winner has been emerged based on the presidential elect. I think we should look for a way to come together.
All right.
Instead of being bitter in the mind, you know, people are so bitter. Like, okay, you want somebody to lose an election. It didn't go that way, so that you can jubilate. But God has his way of doing things. But the rejected stone at the end of the day can become the cornerstone.
Okay.
So let us come together and forget our and for a better Nigeria, because of the non-wins, shouldn't mean that Nigeria should come down on everybody. All this time, somebody one thing is calling from the US, saying, Obi, the party should come. Is it saying that all the youth, everybody now should come together and start creating violence at this point? We need to move on. We need to open a better Nigeria. If Nigeria that will be of a successful note to everybody, irrespective of wherever you come from.
All right.
So we should just pray and the nation will give us whatever is expecting as far as the dividend of democracy is concerned.
Right.
Instead of being bitter. Thank you so much, Marisa.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. How are you?
Yeah, God bless you.
Name and location, please. Nana.
Nana from Badagry.
All right, Nana. How is Badagry this evening?
We are there.
All right.
Looking at the Nari and go. Hungry. So now, Keyamo, there was an assignment he was given to employ people. Has he done that? Has he given an account of it?
Okay.
Why is he talking as if, what does he want? They are giving him son. A son that does not respect people. Is this politics he will be doing? Costing people. Let him give account of the money and tell us who and who he employed. You know? So it's not good. People saw what happened. I am LP and I will be LP people forever.
All right.
Yes. We need new government. We have suffered. We are suffering. People are dying. Some people don't even have food to eat, like me, people like me. Come and see what, go to the market, Obono, tomato cup, small tomato cup, they say 600 naira. You buy palm oil, 1 liter, 900 naira, 1,000. A cup of rice, 500. If you have 4 children in the house, all these things, what are they talking? They saw that the thing was rigged. It was rigged. I heard some of the pictures. Even the one I voted.
Hello? Oh, Madam Nana, please call back. All right, we lost our call, although it's time we need to almost round off. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Kingsley Wifo. I'm calling from Germany.
Kingsley Wifo.
There's something I want just to say.
Right.
Yeah, calling from Germany. There's something I want to say. There is somebody that called that said that we all should, everybody should come together. The election have been won. The election have been won. Election have been won without injustice. Without injustice. He said that somebody come from America will say something that is not good. That he now called that everybody should come together without injustice, without the process of the come of the election. Is that the way to move forward? No. They have to do this thing, or this thing will repeat again. That is why Nigeria is like this.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
All right. Have a nice, good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Kindly turn off the audio of your radio, please.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Turn off the audio of your radio, please.
My name is Darlington.
Darlington, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please, I want to address somebody that called 3 people that called.
Mr. Darlington, can you turn off the audio of your radio, please? Completely turn it off.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you turn off the audio of your radio?
Now?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Please, I want to address that somebody that said that they will have to come together. See, let me tell the person, we are Igbos and we doesn't conduct any something that is not good. I think you're getting me. Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well, please.
Yes. When something that is not due process, we cannot conduct that. Like was our brother Ojus Okalo, we condemn it. You understand? This election 2023 is manipulated. It's not done. That's not how to do something. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm listening.
When someone use like will do something, then they want to come together for what? Once you allow this to happen, then the next one will still happen like that. We don't condone nonsense.
All right.
Let's happen to mind what he's saying.
Okay.
He say election has come and go. For what? Who told him? Yeah?
All right.
Please, Nigerians are angry because we know who we voted. We don't vote because of we're Igbos. Not only Igbos vote P2P. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes. So we are youth. Then youth are angry for this. Then we want just institutionally to address this issue very well. If not, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I have this message from Hosea Samkwa. Since independent, this is the worst election we have heard in Nigeria. We saw INEC working for a political party. I'm happy that the matter is in court, and I believe that they will do justice. Also, we have drug case against Tinubu is a waste of time. That claim that if Labour Party won, they should have majority in National Assembly. Have you forgotten that Labour Party did not field in candidates for most states because of the short time? You can't say that. Okay. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ernest Ibude. Thank you for some of your comments right here on YouTube. Let me read some WhatsApp messages. Okay. This person says, why is Festus Keyamo talking as if he has assumed the role of the Supreme Court judges and the 2023 presidential election petition panel? Keyamo has never contested any federal or state election in his life before and be read out to feel what those cheated in the polls feel. Keyamo should realize that there will still be millions of elections to come in Nigeria. The evil that men do, they say, will live with them. Darkness cannot rule over light. All right. Thank you so much. Frank Onera says the reason many governors lost their bid for senatorial seat was because the House of Rep and Senate elections were transmitted while that of the presidential election was not transmitted. The reason many governors lost their bid for senatorial seat was because the House of Rep and Senate elections were transmitted while that of the presidential election was not transmitted. Okay, Frank, I don't understand what point you're trying to make here. In 1993, as a young boy, I voted without intimidation. 2023, as a full man, I couldn't vote because of intimidation and harassment from thugs. How on earth someone would say the election was free and fair because it favors their agenda? Let Keyamo continue with his duties. One day, all these acts will go into history. Tony from Ijegun. Tony, thank you so much. Are they for real? All right. Tinubu didn't win. INEC is with Tinubu. You didn't write your name. Please write your name. Please, it's important. Election had been rigged. There is no way Labour Party and PDP should move on. What will APC have done if they found themselves in the same situation? Election isn't done and dusted with until justice prevails. I am Olu from the UK. Olu, thank you so much for your message. All these people, hot emotion can't boil water. Let's just be logical. This gra won't change anything. Greenish from Sport City. All these people from East are funny. They can't do something that is wrong. Is Ekweremadu a Hausa man? Igbos don't steal and lie now. Yoruba is Ipo Babi. Every tribe have good and bad. I beg. All right. Okay. The Igbo people said they don't support bad thing, but when Kanu was calling Yoruba and Hausa people goat and animal, the Igbo people are clapping for him. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Please, this is not a tribal conversation. All right. We're staying on the matter. Festus Keyamo is telling Peter Obi to try as much as possible to move on and stop throwing tantrums. That the U.S. practically knows that they are not the valley, that they did not win, that they are considered the opposition. And that was via quite a lengthy tweet. He said, "It is obvious you and your supporters have overrated your noise and tantrums after the election as having any real effect internationally. They have not had any such massive effect as you wish. Unfortunately for you, the US has dealt with so many opposition figures." Okay, so Keyamo is literally telling Peter Obi and his supporters to stop throwing tantrums, to just accept what is in play. As the case is still in court, they should focus on that. We also have the Presidential Election Petition Council will rule on Monday concerning Peter Obi and the Labour Party's request for live streaming of proceedings. We also have Alex Otti's nullification by a court in Kano, and then it's caused quite a number of reactions. Although the lawyers have said if the Labour Party can write for a stay of execution, that would be good, because right now it will not be good if they don't do anything as soon as possible. We also have Labour Party, that is Julius Abure's suspension or has been lifted by the courts. Apparently, Justice Hamza Muazu of a High Court in Abuja today granted an order of stay of execution on the suspension of Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party and other officials of the party. And then, of course, mentioned the plaintiffs, and after listening to arguments of the parties, granted the order for a stay of execution pending the determination of the appeal filed by the defendant. So that is one of the hot topics that we looked at this evening on, the hot topic, the evening rush, and the hot topic. We also have this particular information where Bello Matawali is actually saying that the INEC chairman asked him for about $2 million bribe. He said the EFCC chairman demanded $2 million bribe from him. Governor Bello Matawali of Zamfara State is accusing the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and telling him to, to come out and testify if that is not true. Bello Matawali said he knows the house. He said he requested for a bribe from me, $2 million. I have evidence of this. He knows the house we met. He invited me and told me the conditions. He told me governors were going to his office, but I did not. If I don't have evidence, I won't say this. That's what Bello Matawali is saying. However, the EFCC chair, that is Bauer, has actually stated that if there is any evidence, he should go to court. Abdul Rashid Bauer is saying that Matawali should go to court if he has any evidence. I'm going to take this call and we'll round off this program this evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Mr. Majek.
Mr. Majek. From Fadei. Yeah. How is Fadei this evening?
Fine, thank you.
All right, Mr. Majek.
Is Precious?
Okay. No, this is Esther Wachuku. Precious will not be with us for a while. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Please, I just want to say this. People should stop attacking each other, insulting. If we are in the public, these words they are making can cause violence. It's not fair. Some people like Mrs. Inena and Darlington. I like Mr. Darlington. So it makes good points. But sometimes it's too emotional. Being tribalistic and attacking and supporting people against the other tribe. Let me just tell you something. He is saying Igbo are the most honest in this country. Nobody is the most honest. We have bad and good in every tribe. Concerning they are condemning Kalu. The reason why they are condemning Kalu is because Kalu was saying they should reconcile, as if they should support APC, and since they have been declared. That's why they are condemning him. When he was talking against the Yoruba the other time, they were clapping and thanking him. So they should mind what to say. Then, lastly, please, let us all work together. The case is in the court. The case is in the court. Let's just leave the court, the judges to decide. You cannot be at home and be judging. You cannot be giving order to the court that is what you want or not. After all, PDP came second, and people are saying Labour Party.
Oh, we lost that call. I think that's our final call this evening on the Evening Rush, but I have some messages on YouTube. Fear God says, Keyamo calls himself a senior advocate of Nigeria, yet he doesn't know he should not comment on a matter that is in court. Senior advocate of Nigeria, indeed. Festus Keyamo, this is from Ambassador Ernest Ibude. Festus Keyamo, a junior labor minister, yet unemployment rate is highest in Nigeria's history. We also have Olawale Olalikon say, Nigeria, my country, where we break things to fix it and end up trying to fix what is not broken. We will get it right one day. Thank you for that. We have Simeon Kalu. Keyamo should tell us about his estate in Texas, USA. Wow. Of course, we have Ambassador Ernest Ibude saying that claim that if Labour Party won, they would have majority National Assembly. Okay, I think I've read that. All right, thank you so much for your messages and your calls. All right, we'll be doing this together, for the next 2 weeks until Precious resumes. However, it's a Friday. I would implore us to utilize the weekend, try and rest, spend time with family, watch a movie, relax, cook good food, and eat. Do your hustle legit. Let's hope that as things progress at the Election Petition Tribunal, whatever it is that we desire is definitely what will come to pass. My name is Esther Nwachuku. You can follow me on Twitter at Esther Nwachuku, on Facebook at Esther Nwachuku, ESTHERNWACHUKW. And of course on Instagram is at Esther Nwaz, ESTANWAZ. Of course, you can subscribe. You should subscribe to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All across all the social media handles. All right. Have yourself an amazing evening. Make sure that you enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.